20,000 horsepower. Victory Team, phenomenal acceleration, instantly into clear water, crossing the line of both Jotun and Qatar, burying them in thousands of gallons of cold fjord water, totally clinical, and from third and fourth on the grid, the Dubai teams are 1 and 2 after just 3 kilometres. Well, they've done it again. A vital edge at the flag pays another huge dividend, and once more the might of Qatar and Norway are left floundering on the line. Tamberg and Arbach, Jotun third, slightly better off than 96, both though with mountains to climb already over the next tight and twisty 170 kilometres. And look at that lead, already around 5 seconds, speed 260 kilometres an hour. This is victory, a team in great shape. Nader bin Hendy and Mohamed Al-Mari, number 1, championship leaders on 64 points. Jean-Marc Sanchez and Abdullah Al-Maherbi, second on 40. No team orders, we're told. Both will race for the top podium spot. And that irrefutable evidence of a self-assured squad enjoying one of the best periods in their illustrious history. In their wake, Norway and Qatar trying to stem the tide. Gap no bigger, but both in need of a good deal more than that to make a significant impression here. Turning the corner and down the home straight for the first time. Victory 7 on the left. One dropping back just 30 or 40 metres, and Jotun able to close up a little. Over 270 kilometres an hour now. End of lap 1 coming up. A 45-degree turn with little or no deceleration, and on a circuit that favours the brave. This the point where the most nerve is demanded. 7 round safely. 1 a little wider, also clean, and Jotun much straighter on the pin, reeling a few more precious metres. 96 on similar line, move up as well. Qatar 95 are 5th ahead of Australian Maritimo number 20, Tom Barry-Cotter, Paul Erik-Nielsen. Then it's 7-11, Georgi and Manuzzi. Qatar 9, Luca Nicolini and Mohamed Al-Nasser. Foresti, Sawadhi 8, there they are. Montavoce and Selmar, Italy. And bringing up the rear, Roscioli Hotels, Roma, Chirilli and Carrasco, Spain. So, Victory Team, masters of lap 1 then, still with the edge. Almost certainly running slightly smaller propellers though, hence that effective start. And there is a downside to that. Life could get more difficult later on. Both Jotun and Qatar 96 definitely quicker down that first finish straight. Per Carson, Jotun team manager, conjuring up the next move as they all pile through the chicane, riding with Maritimo 20, Erik-Nielsen and Barry-Cotter, current Australian Superboat champions, picking up a wildcard entry here with the view of a full tour next year. What a bonus that would be. And by the way, first lap average speed, Victory 7, 197.47 kilometres an hour. Victory 1, 192.96. Jotun, 191.03. And Qatar 96, 188.01. Less than 9 seconds between them, and the gap between Jotun and Victory 1, just 1.84 seconds now. Eyes on the wing mirrors for Victory Team. But looking back now at them in full flight on that incredible start run, having doused both Qatar and Norway at the flag, cashing in here on clean water to set up the clear advantage. Brilliant. Not quite all their own way though, Jotun, still on Route 1, gently reeling in the metres. Qatar 96, Sheikh Hassan and Steve Curtis hot on their heels. They and Jotun, currently the fastest boats on the track. Qatar 95 stay in 5th. Matteo Nicolini, Abdullah Al-Salati, 3rd on the overall championship leaderboard. 6 seconds behind them, Maritimo 20. A significant force for sure on next year's tour. 7-11, new boat, new scam engine package in the mid-pack in 7th place, improving by the race. It's still 8th for 9, the new boat from Nicolini's Italian stable, racing in the Qatar colours. 7.4 seconds ahead of Montevocchi and Salma. Foresti Sawardi, 8. And over 20 seconds up on Roscioli Hotels, 88th in 10th place. There they are, Chirilli and Carrasco, only third race together, still dialing in. And fastest lap of the race so far. Qatar 96, 3 minutes 23.62 seconds, 3.1 seconds quicker than Victory 1, 2.7 seconds quicker than Victory 7, and the gap between 96 and Jotun drops to below 4 seconds. It's all hotting up now. Jotun, having taken one of their long laps, close on Victory 1, now currently out on their first one. To explain briefly, each team has to take 2 extended laps, and this is going to be close when these two meet. Jotun on a normal race lap. Victory 1 with extra momentum from the straight should hold on, or will they? Arbach and Tamberg, brilliant, that was a brilliant exit, almost touching. Lining up for the drag race down the home straight, but Bin Hendy and Marmari refusing to concede, pushing 90 into the race line of the other boats coming in the opposite direction. All back on track now, but a little heart stopper there. Victory 1 noses in front, but here come Arbach and Tamberg again. 270 kilometers an hour into the pit turn. Too late to back off now. Oh, and that's outrageous. Absolutely stunning. A move few drivers in Class 1 would dare to take. Delivers second place for Norway's Jotun. The crowd on their feet. The fastest lap as well, and you will never see a better one. The championship leaders have been ambushed. Well, what a piece of racing from the moment Victory 1 exited that long lap. Oh, and they've taken out a turn mark. A time penalty for that. But here, the killer blow from Jotun. Arbach and Tamberg putting the 5-ton boat where it hurts most. Committed, aggressive, and with the balls to finish the job off. Overtaking on tight tracks such as this, never easy. That was special. Victory 1, forced to concede. Well, leaders Victory 7 then just 5 seconds ahead, and they are 90's next target. Catching them, of course, with what is clearly a faster boat. Probably not the problem. Getting past, as we've just seen, will be the tricky bit. Victory team most unlikely to fall into the same trap twice. Qatar 96, by the way, are now within 3 seconds of Victory 1, and this is developing into some contest. Oh, problems for Giorgia Manuzzi out of the cockpit, and that generally means terminal. That's a pity. Qatar 95 still in 5th, 47.27 seconds behind 96 in 4th, 51.08 seconds now ahead of Maritimo 20 in 6th. There they are, solid and comfortable in the mid-pack. And problems, we believe, here for Qatar. Number 9, we understand. Well, let's take a look. Hitting a turn, boy. Oh, there it is. Well, another time penalty enforced. So, Foresti Sawardi move up 1 place to 7th. Bit off the pace this weekend. Mechanical glitches. Roscioli Hotels, Roma also on the way up from 9th to 8th to retirement so far in this race. And we're past the halfway point. But let's return to the sharp end, and still less than 12 seconds separate the top 4. Victory 7, less than 3 seconds now ahead of Jotun, who in turn are 6 seconds ahead of Victory 1, who have Qatar 96 within 3 seconds of them. What a Grand Prix this is! Oh, the pressure now on Victory team. One more win here would deliver the European title with one hand placed on the World Trophy. But it is looking less and less likely. Jotun and Qatar 96 piling up the pressure and wanting more. 96 last lap, average speed almost 190 kilometers an hour. Close on 280 kilometers an hour on the straights. Flying on the edge of takeoff. Inches of the boat only touching the water. Covering 90 meters every second on a surface that never stays still. Just think about it. Jotun on the move again. Last lap, 3 minutes 22.56. Almost a second quicker than Victory 7. 90 meters gained based on those stats. running out of time, but not energy or effort. 96 still reeling in victory 1. They haven't thrown in the towel either. As we said, crucial for Qatar and Norway to halt the victory march. It ain't over yet. They're doing a pretty good job. Qatar 95 still unbothered in 5th. Maritimo 20, Barry Cotter and Bert Nilsson settling now, I think, for 6th. They have lapped Montevocchi and Selmer, Foresti Sawardi 8, and a clear 2 laps up now on Chirilli and Carrasco 88. They're still struggling a bit. Still work to do on that boat. All a long way off, the tremendous battle at the front. Ingebrigt Arbach and Jorn Tamberg Yacht 90 have already whipped up the home fans onto the edge of their seats, and now it seems hell-bent on sending them home delirious. Now within 2 seconds of victory 7 and gaining. The fastest sector so far between pit and island turns has put them there. They're on fire. Victory 7 trying to hang in there for what would be their first win of the campaign. Yachten also looking for a first success this year. There might yet be life in this contest. It's another drag race down the home straight. Around the left-hander at the lighthouse. Victory 7 on the left, Foresti Sawardi in their way, and 7 swerving away to their left. That's more meters gained for 90. Riding with 90 at 280 kilometers an hour, on the safe edge, but it's only just. Catching victory 7 by the second. They're alongside, almost together. And that's contact! 7 cast aside, 90 keeping the power on. And would you believe it? Arbach and Tamberg are going into the lead. It's fantasy time in Arendal. The home fans have gone bonkers. Totally unbelievable. And if you think we're a little excited about this, let me remind you what MotoGP and F1 followers get this on most laps. These are 5-ton racing machines at almost 300 kilometers an hour on a constantly moving surface with no brakes. Different game. Well, Yachten have done it again. If the overtake of victory 1 was outrageous, this is preposterous. Calling the bluff at the current world champion. Sanchez counting on a submission, but then forced to take the knockout himself. Montevocchi and Salmer playing a bit part, not helping the victory calls, but it's the opportunism from 90 that finishes it off. And just reward for a quite remarkable comeback after the first 20 seconds of this race went so horribly wrong. Stunning does not tell the whole story. Oh, that does. Fastest lap of the race so far. The Yachten effort goes from superb to sublime. Arbach, relatively inexperienced. Tamberg, as he proved here 2 years ago, with powerboat racing bubbling in his blood. Team manager again, Per Carson, with much to celebrate and be proud of. 3 kilometers to go. Surely, that couldn't be that cruel. Mind it has happened here before. Victory team breaking down just short of the line 12 years ago. But let's not go there. The celebrations are already in full swing everywhere on and off the water here. This, undoubtedly the greatest Class 1 race ever held here, and the best anywhere for many a year. Truly astounding. Jorn Tamberg and Ingebrigt Arbach win the BMW 2008 Norwegian Grand Prix ahead of victory 7. Then it will be victory 1 and Qatar 96, who didn't quite make their goal in the end, but like Yachten, also delivering a Herculean effort, given the task. Wonderful occasion, and one that will be remembered here for a long time.
You've been absolutely smoking.
Yeah, we're really happy. The boat's coming a long way. We got an awesome driver, an awesome crew. We've put it all back together again, and bad luck's over. We're back.
So this is how they finished, with great efforts also from Qatar 95, Maritimo Australia, and Italy's Foresti Sawardi and Roscioli Hotels Rome. Yeah!
Perfect. Excellent. Excellent. This is surely one of the best drives you've ever been part of.
Yes. It was very exciting, and it to the middle of the race because it was we propped for high speed, and that was right.
What was it like to be part of a race like that?
It was very good until we got the number 8 in front of us, and the official have to do something about them. And I can see Jotun coming on my mirror, but and I said there was no room for them to pass. I said they're not going to try that, but they did.
Yeah, it was a fantastic race. That's racing. We were a bit too short. We had a problem with the left engine a bit. We were taking care of that, and it was a very tough race to keep up and to keep with number 7 and number 90. 90 was like a rocket. So.
Thousands of boats heading in for the celebrations. These are the overall points, but with a probable victory one penalty, it might change. Won't be a lot, but may be relevant when all the points are added up at the end of the year. That's it from fabulous, fabulous Arendal on a day when Class 1 delivered its very best. Romania's next. See you there.